This guy broke it down really well about this whole black pill, which, by the way, the black pill thing is a psyop. It is. It's to discourage us. It's to get us to take our eyes off the ball. It's to get us to distrust Trump, to feel we failed, because Trump can't do this without the support of the people. He needs a strong portion of the people behind him in order to get everything done. Because without the people behind him, it won't force change. He can only do so much on his own without support. The people have to be demanding it, because that's what sways the people in the middle who do stuff in Congress. He can't do everything without Congress. He can only do so much. So it has to happen. There has to be support. But the black pill operation is to get us to not vote in the midterms, to turn on Trump, to check out, to go back to Netflix and alcohol and, you know, porn and everything they tried to get us hooked on during COVID to take us out. That's what their hope is. And everybody, you can see who's doing it too, right? I mean, look at the polls Rich Barris just put out, man. This, like, the Steve Bannon stuff and his whole group around him, it's getting worse and worse. And I don't think it's coincidental that it's getting worse as the Epstein stuff really exposed Steve. But anyways, just let me play this for a couple minutes here.
You know, sometimes I wonder if Trump wishes he would have died on this day. And I say that with zero sarcasm in my voice, by the way, because it was at that moment that he was the most universally beloved, especially by the people who had ever voted for him and whoever supported him. And it was at that moment also which everyone had the most appreciation for what he has meant to politics and waking people up over the last 11 years. Like, I'm just going to say it. In an alternate universe, Trump's head gets blown off and Kamala Harris is your president. And the way I've seen some of you guys behave in Blackpill over this last year, some of you absolutely deserve it. We would have had 100% open borders for not one regard for immigration law, and you would have had 0 Epstein files released, by the way, not 3.5 million. And if all that would have happened and our country and foreign policy would have been in chaos, you would have found any reason to complain about Kamala, and you would have given anything to have Trump as your president. Like, it's so funny. So many of you are like, yeah, well, he didn't drain the swamp, and that doesn't look like draining the swamp, and that doesn't. Guys, the swamp tried to move heaven and earth to take this man down over the last 11 years, throwing the entire kitchen sink at him, okay? Every force of nature in our freaking planet tried to take this man down. Like, so many of you love to use the line of, oh, no politician is coming to save us, and no politician is my God. But it is very clear, seeing how emotionally weak so many of you are, where moment to moment, day to day, your emotions are just all over the place based on what's happening in the news cycle or based on what Trump is saying or what he's not saying. It's clear that you did believe that Trump was going to save you and fix everything forever. You see, the reason why I'm happier than so many people when it comes to politics is because I know that only God is coming to save us. Trump was never going to be this knight in shining armor that was going to fix the world forever. And so many of you seem to think that politics is a game to where one day the clock is going to strike midnight and the game is over, and that you're going to have a winner and you're going to have a loser. That is not how politics has ever worked. And it will never, ever, ever be like that. It's all about who can chip away the most when they are in power at that given time. And like I've said in other videos, this last year has proved that so many of you will blackpill about just about anything when it comes to Trump, even when it's things that he didn't campaign on. Even without the Epstein stuff, people were losing their minds about anything else when it came to Trump. And I think I know why. Have you guys ever heard that study where they took people who were in a horrible car accident or something like that and lost the ability to use their legs or arms? And then they had another group of people who won the lottery. After a year, their baseline happiness was at the same level. The people who got in the accident started here and went back up to baseline. The people who won the lottery started up here and went back to baseline. I say all of that to say that some of you just need to find God, touch grass, and understand truly that no politician is going to save you.
So good. Listen, ultimately we got to believe in that. Like, Trump is not our savior, but he is the man God has chosen for this hour. He is doing a lot of good. And he is going to fulfill his mission, which I believe his mission is to deliver the deliver the death blow to this cabal deep state City of London group that has been trying to take us over for decades, maybe longer than that, since our founding. He's the one to give it the death blow. He's the one to set this in motion. And I believe it's happening. I do. I see it all over the place. I do. I have no worries about it. Honestly, I have no worries about Trump. If anything, I feel even better about him after what happened with the tariffs, the way he doubled down. That's my president. That's my leader. The guy who's not afraid to say, oh yeah, well, screw you guys. I'll do it harder. I'll go harder. That's what I want. The man is ordained by God to do this, but it is God who did it. It's not Trump. Trump is saying yes to the mission. Trump is going to fulfill it. I believe that, but not everything we ever want to see is going to happen under Trump, no matter how much you love him, no matter how much you trust him, no matter how much you think he's capable of. Not everything we ever want is going to happen after Trump. It's going to take time. I believe personally that Trump is dealing this death blow. He's going to crush the deep state. He's going to break their power so they cannot recover. And then it's going to be up to JD Vance or whoever's next, but I believe it'll be JD. I believe it's going to be up to JD Vance to finish the job, finish the cleanup, and build the new nation on top of it that cannot be toppled again. And I believe that's it. I believe it's a two-part thing, that it's going to take another 8 years, maybe longer. I believe if this is handled correctly, we could see another 8 to 16 years of MAGA presidents. It could be JD and could be Rubio after, JD and somebody else we don't know yet after. I believe that's completely possible if the people don't give up. It is up to us. It's not up to Trump. It's up to us. And that's what's so despicable to me about the blackpilling. It really is, because it's acting as if Trump is the only thing that can get anything done. And when he doesn't, it's David and Solomon, in my opinion, Zegrams. And so I do believe that with him comes, with JD Vance comes the golden age. Trump starts it, JD Vance builds upon it, takes it to where it's heights maybe, and then maybe another person will continue it on. I believe the Democrats and the deep state, because they are the deep state party, can be so thoroughly defeated these next few years that, yeah, they could be out of power 20 years in a row. I think that's completely possible, because they'll have to come back as a completely different party, or a new party will replace them. I really believe that's possible, especially if the elections get cleaned up. There's no room for blackpilling here, guys. We were given a miracle. God saved us. He gave us Trump, broke the trajectory we were on, and then he gave us Trump again to finish the job. It's a miracle. It is an absolute miracle. They thought they had it. We were given a miracle. So if we blackpill right now, if we go around dooming, that's us spitting in God's face, saying, we don't like your plan. We don't trust what you gave us. We prayed for this. You gave it to us and we don't like it. Guys, that's nonsense. That's BS. We are winning. In fact, Trump wanted us to know this last night. We're winning too much. It's just not fair, he says. I don't think Trump posted that on accident. I think the gold medal win is a sign of our winning. It's a sign we're doing this. We're going to win. We are winning. And here's the thing. I have a feeling right now we're only seeing maybe 5-10% of the wins. Most of the wins are happening behind the scenes. And they will spill out when the time's right. But I really think that's what's happening right now. They are getting way more done than we know. And we have a choice. Do we trust that the man we elected, who got shot for us, who went through hell for us to come back, who almost got put in prison, almost lost his fortune for no reason? He could have retired happily on his billions of dollars. Do we really think he came back just to betray us once he got in there? I really don't think so. I really don't. Trump is exactly who we voted for. You can be upset that it's not happening fast enough. You can be frustrated. You can hope you saw more by now. Fine. I understand all of that. That's different than blackpilling. That's different than giving up or freaking out. There's no excuse for any of that. We have seen more get done in the last 11 or 13 months than any other presidency in history. Trump accomplished more in the last 13 months than most presidents accomplish in 2 terms. And they say he hasn't done anything. No, he's done so much that we're taking him for granted. He's done so much that the deep state has gone all out. PSYOP after PSYOP after PSYOP. They have turned our own against us. They are using conservative influencers, MAGA, fake MAGA, fake conservative influencers. They are deploying all assets. It has been nonstop PSYOP after PSYOP. And I got to tell you, a lot of people's minds are breaking. And you know what? That's war. That's nobody's fault. Many people aren't equipped for this. Many people can't pay attention. I get it. That's fine. But what I will say is this. Those of you paying attention have no excuse. 0. Get over it. Wake up. Man up. Stop being babies. We have a war to win. This is wartime. And the Trump administration, we have to trust, knows how bad things are, and they'll deliver the wins when they can in public to sway public opinion, if they can. Because this is a war. They can't control everything. But we are winning. I guarantee you that. So we're going to do this. We're going to get through this.